I wanted to show off my collection of bandpass filters. So whenever I tear apart something and I see a filter in it or a mixer or some type of RF device, I'll rip it out of there. It might be out of an RF modem or a router or whatever it is. I'll steal it out. And so this is a odd kind of little filter. I really don't know the construction of these things. They almost look like a little resonant cavity. 3 of them, like it resonates in each one of these. So 3-pole, I don't know. So I pulled this out of a PC board, and then I've just soldered on some SMA connectors. So those aren't original. It was actually mounted onto a PC board, and I removed it and put on the connectors. So we'll look at this one. This one's supposed to be around 880 megahertz. So that's the first filter. The next filter is going to be this one. This comes in a metal can. This one's made by a company called Trilithic, and it probably is a SAW type filter. I'm not quite sure, but that's kind of a big can, so I don't know, it might be lumped element inside, I'm not sure. But I've measured it before, and it's somewhere around 550 megahertz. So these are all bandpass filters. This one is definitely a SAW filter. This one comes from Sawtech, very famous SAW filter. If you don't know what a SAW filter is, go up and check it out on Google. And this one's in a nice big metal can. And it was measured once before at 114.3. And again, I've just attached some SMA connectors to all of these. All right. Next one is a little can also, a little tiny little can. There was writing on this that said 83, but it's hard for me to read, so I've put on a big 83, so 83 megahertz. And it has 5 pins. 2 are input, output are easy. The middle one, I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do with that one. I have it floating right now, and it seems to work fine, but 2 grounds and then this middle pin. I'm not sure what that middle pin does. Maybe it's tunable. I don't know. Anyway, around 83 megahertz. And then this one is a cute little one, and it's marked with a 45, and it turns out it is 45 megahertz. And so I've had to solder a couple SMA connectors together to mount this one. It's really, really tiny. So we'll start with the 45, go to the 83, 114, 550, and then the 880. So I have a NANOVNA-H all set up. So let me change the camera over so you can see the screen, and we'll get these measured. All right. So I will attach the 45 megahertz filter, and let me just briefly show you that. So I have it hooked up with two leads going into the NANOVNA, and let's set this up to measure stimulus center 45 megahertz, and we will span 1 megahertz. Span 1 megahertz. So there you go. It's a nice filter, nice and sharp. So the span is 1 megahertz. So we can zoom in a little farther. 1 kilohertz, 100 kilohertz. You can see it's a 2-pole filter, and it's a very, very nice clean filter. 45 megahertz in the center here. So it's right on spec. Okay, so let's take a look at the next filter, which is the 83. So let me get that attached. 83. we'll go back to a megahertz span and center at 83. And there you go, there we have a filter. So it's not exactly 83. So we can use the marker function. We can search for the maximum. And then we can say, go ahead and center that. Oops, marker operations center. There we go. And so we're centered here at 83.14. So we can zoom in on that. Stimulus span 100 kilohertz. And a little bit wide for that. Span 300 kilohertz. There we go. So filter's not quite as nice. It looks like a 3-pole filter and not exactly balanced very well, but that's what it is. Okay. Next filter will be the 114 megahertz. All right, go back to a megahertz, center it at 114, and ooh, we have a very broad filter, so let's span at 5 megahertz. There we go, very roundy filter. Yeah, very interesting. So we can find the maximum and center that. So we're centered at 114.25. And we can, oops, didn't want to do that. Well, it's okay. So we're now spanning at 1.5 megahertz. And you can see that filter? It's very round. It's interesting. Okay, so let's move on to the 550 megahertz filter. That was the round, the one in the round can. All right. Span. I know this one is very, oops. This one is very wide. So stimulus, let's span 300 megahertz. And let's center it to 550 megahertz. So there it is. It's got a very large insertion loss. So it's got a it's got about a 20, almost a 30 dB insertion loss. So it's not very good that way. The other ones had insertion losses of like maybe, 10 dB or something like that. So. But it is quite broad band. It's on the order of, 80 megahertz, 50, yeah, around 80 megahertz bandwidth. So pretty wide. Okay. And then the last one we'll look at is that weird cavity one, the 3 cavities. That one's supposed to be around 880, so must have been a cellular Wi-Fi, probably a Wi-Fi thing. All right, so let's go to 880 megahertz. And there we go. Very nice. Again, very, very low insertion loss. So this one has like a 2 dB insertion loss, so quite good in that respect. It is still fairly wide though. We're at 300 megahertz span, so it's like a 50 megahertz bandwidth. So very, very clean, smooth filter. Nice flat top, very good shape on the sides and stuff. So a nice filter. We can do the, let's see here, we can just, whoops. We can just use the toggle button here till we get to the very middle. That's about the middle. And then we can do marker operations center. Yeah, so right with center is right exactly at 880. So, anyway, those are my filters. So I encourage you, whenever you tear something apart, to save the RF bits. You never know when they'll come in handy. I've saved lots of mixers. A lot of the RF stuff, designers who build products generally don't know that RF thing, and they leave it to somebody else. So a lot of the RF products are just little components that they buy, whether it's a filter or it's a mixer or an oscillator, whatever the RF fiddly bit is, a canned amplifier or at least a mimic and stuff like that. They're just going to use something out of the catalog because they don't have the skill set to do that RF stuff. Most of the stuff they design are going to be in the digital domain. So.